I'm a fucking bitch.
Hey YouTube, this is a good battle against my friend LadyKrimZen. Okay, so to start things off, she leads with a normal Mighty Annie lead, and I go for a Ditto lead. Ditto's new ability is eccentric, and I'm going to copy her Mighty Annie, so that's really handy. Like, you don't have to use transform away to turn, you can just automatically transform into the Pokemon you like. Okay, so pretty much we're both going to start setting up our house and see who gets the more lucky in like speed, I guess, because we're both exactly the same speed. So we both get our house off, and so she outspeeds me. I'm just hoping I don't get a burn hacks here, because I at least want to do the same amount of damage that her Mighty Annie does to me. And I don't do too badly, probably not as much as that one does, but it's alright. But I stay in just as fodder because, yeah, as I said before, we're speed tie, so that could have gone anyway. But of course, yeah, I get it. Okay, so her Mighty Annie gets a Moxie, which +1 on attack. I go for an Aqua Jet here, really thinking it would take it out. Like, somehow it lives with, like, I don't know, 1 HP or something, and her Sucker Punch fails, so I guess it didn't work out too badly. And I've got my Speed Boost ability on Jaws, so Jaws is like swimming through the water and like poning everything now. He's fast as shit. So Mighty Annie goes down, and I get yet another Speed Boost. In hindsight, I probably should have put a few more HP EVs in this. I probably bulked it up in... yeah. Anyway, somehow the Nidoqueen outspeeds me. I don't even know what's going on there. Must be an ability. Don't know. Anyway, I go for an Avalanche, and that's going to hit very hard on her. That nearly says vagina, but it says Regina or something. I think we had the same. We had the same subject in one of my walkthroughs, the last one. And anywho, Nidoqueen goes down to an Aqua Jet. Yeah, my Speed Boost really did help me out there. I don't even know how that equaled me in speed before, but anyway. So I continue to go for a Crunch on her Cloyster, and Shell Break. I wasn't actually. I admit I wasn't really expecting this. It was a defense and special defense drop, and a attack and special attack raise. So I was thinking, well, I'm pretty sure now I can KO that with Crunch, or I'm going to die. If I don't KO this with Crunch, I'm going to die, because I'm expecting definitely a Rock Blast. But thankfully the Cloyster goes down, so I was thinking, man, this is pretty cool. Like, I'm starting to sweep here, so I didn't really think anything of it, because it was really just a fun battle we were doing just for the lols. Anyway, she goes into, I'm just going to say PIMPNITE, because that's what I call mine. And Aqua Jet does it okay, and its balloon pops, and X is a misses, which straight away tells me she must have the hustle ability. So yeah, actually does go down a little bit with that, but more power. So X Scissor finishes me off, but that's cool. Jaws did his job really well there. Took out like friggin' half the team. So I go into my Ninja, and this was like an epic fail again in this battle. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, anyway, X Scissor hits really hard, and I honestly thought I would take that, but anyway, what the fuck. Like, anyway, so I go into my Rampardos, and this is Scarfed, and I wasn't really sure if I would outspeed it, but I stayed in anyway, so I really need to kill this thing. And X Scissor hits again, and it does such heavy damage to my Rampardos. Rampardos does have reasonable base defense, like, yeah, it's not too bad, but it's the stab from that really did hurt. Not stab, yeah, stab, what am I going on about? Sorry, I'm just narrating this at a really odd hour of the night. So I go into Whooper expecting a Hidden Power Ice, and I get fucked up the ass with no lube, and it's like a fucking Hidden Power Grass. And I'm like, oh my god, that is just so... oh. And she had a really good laugh about that on MSN. I was Devo, hey. I really wanted to try out my little Whooper set. And anywho, so I really can't do much, because I'm just like fearing everything at the moment. This is going to be out of like... I was like crapping myself because I really had to make a strong decision now that I had overheat. I was expecting overheat right here, so I switched and go back into my Rampardos. Now I was relying on her to do overheat, so I would cause a switch because I know my Venusaur can take an overheat after the special defense drop. So I had to sacrifice my Rampardos there, but it won't go in vain because I'm going to send in my Venusaur again. Okay, so Rampardos is down, and yeah, also it's Life Orb. Also, that's Life Orb as well. So it's doing heavy damage. Just for the very, very safe call, I went for a Synthesis here. I did over predict, but I really need to cover my ass there because yeah, this is my last Pokemon. So her Lopunny uses fucking make friends on me, and I don't want to make friends with this bunny, but anyway, we made friends, and my fucking item doesn't work anymore, so my leftovers is pretty much useless. So I'm gonna curse up here, and I really need to get a few curses up. So she goes for the hidden power. I'm like, oh my god, please don't be hidden power fire or something, and it turned out to be hidden power fire. But lucky I'm really bulked out in or yeah, it must have been hidden power fire ice or some shit like that. But so she goes for a charge beam, just up that special attack a little bit, and I was like, oh crap, I need to get rid of this thing now, as I'm gonna like be fodder soon. So I get another curse off, and I'm thinking I'm gonna go for a synthesis here because I may get critical hitted, because that's always a possibility with me. It always is. So she goes for a hidden power. Yeah, I was hoping no critical hit, and I was like, oh my god, please don't. Like, I thought it was, I started seeing my HP going down, and I was like, shit. But luckily I got the synthesis off, and I get my HP back, which is nice. Unfortunately, the Klutz ability did get rid of my, get rid of my leftovers. We made up these awesome make friends sets and stuff, like, so, yeah. Anyway, I go for my stab C-bomb, which I definitely should have done before. But I only didn't do it because I thought she may bring a zebra in, maybe, just, excuse me, just because she may expect a curse. But yeah, I played it really safe here because this was my last Pokemon, and I know that packs overheat Life Orb, so I really need as much health as I can get. Okay, so I get my Synthesis back. She goes for another hidden power. I'm just praying to God that I don't get critted because I actually attack this time, and it does Monkey Ball shit, and I go for my C-bomb and finish the Lopunny off. So yeah, she has a zebra left, and I'm like, all I need to do is to survive this overheat, and I'm just gonna synthesize and eat some weed and get sun in my leaves and get some fucking HP back and shit. So she goes with the overheat, and I just take it, which was really great, like, because this is a max special defense and max HP bulky Venusaur. So I did have a little inkling I would just take it, but like, as I said, I do get haxed a lot, so, and yeah, whoever gets haxed a lot will know what I mean. So I'm pretty much gonna have to just, I don't want to risk attacking just yet. I'm just gonna Life Orb spam a little bit, and do some synthesizing and get my health back. I just don't want to get critted. So she goes for yet another overheat. Just in case she has any other attacks. I wasn't sure what her fourth attack was. She may have been, I don't know. I was unsure of her fourth attack, but I didn't like want to get jammed up the arse. So yeah. All right. So yeah, I get my final synthesis off, and I know she's going to go for overheat. Well, I was hoping she'd go for overheat, and she did go for an overheat, and I was like, no crit, yes, no crit. So that was such an excellent game, and it was a lot of fun too. We had a ball, and it was awesome. So go subscribe to it, and thanks for watching, guys.